Hey, what's up guys? I haven't vlogged in a long time, but I'm definitely gonna get back to it. I've been really busy with planning film projects, shooting them, and editing them, and I actually have a few in the works, and they're gonna be finished soon, but I'm just trying to make sure that they reach my expectations because I don't wanna put out content that isn't up to my own standards and kind of what I'm capable of. I have a lot of free times on the weekends right now with school because I only have classes 2 days a week, and that's not on the weekends, obviously, but I want to share these weekends with you to kind of fill in the time that I'm not releasing videos. So I hope you enjoy these, and that's about all I can ask for. So today I'm trying to catch up on some posts I want to write for the blog that I'm going to be releasing sometime in the future. And today I'm working on this post about my first camping trip. I went to St. Charles, Missouri, and decided to really camp for the first time, and I had a great time. I learned a lot of stuff. But I want to share like just how much planning and everything I put into my trip. I didn't just go like off the bat. I really planned it out, what it would take, because I also wanted to shoot a film project while I was there, which is actually being in the works right now. But what happened is I wrote the script for my film project and it came out so well. But it came out as more like the script and the audio that I recorded for it was way too good for the footage I had. So what I'm doing is I'm actually combining a lot of the unused clips from past projects, and I'm actually shooting a lot of new clips for it, and I'm creating this video called, well, the project is called Project Define, and it's about defining yourself without societal influence and conformity, and trying to meet standards that other people set for you as if you're just like everybody else. We're all different people. We're unique. We shouldn't have to necessarily conform to every single standard that, you know, people think is necessary. You know, especially as a creative or an artist, whatever you want to call yourself. If you fail art in high school, it's no big deal. No one cares. But if you fail math, for some reason, that's a bad thing. But you know, for an artist, you're never gonna use math most in your art. You're not. So it's kind of hard. You know, society pushes you to do one thing, and you know you don't end up being yourself. You end up being defined by a mix of yourself and society and other people. And what this project about is getting out from that, getting away from that, and kind of really getting down to kind of the raw parts of nature and who you are, and learning to define yourself without those things influencing you. So the project was so big and came out so well that I was like, I can't just use this camping footage that I did. I have to, you know, shoot new stuff. It has to be the best thing I've ever done. Now, I'm gonna go scout those locations for some long exposure tonight. What I don't like to happen is that I want to go do something and then it doesn't turn out, and then I've wasted my time and Aubrey's time, because time is something that we can't get back. All right, Macy, you got to stay, all right? You got to stay here, okay? I'll be back in a little bit. Okay. Okay, we're off to Purdue University. I already took some pictures of just some places that I'd found on campus. I think I have some good shots planned out. I'm not saying they're gonna be great, but at least they'll be something. No way. Oh, there literally was no way. Here we go. Off to the car. done at Walmart. Now we're heading to basically the other half of Purdue. I kind of went the western northern part. Now we're gonna do the southeast corner of Purdue and check that out. Then it's back to home to finish up a post, and then I'm gonna play some World of Warcraft. Okay, so I'm thinking about this shot here. This is the Armstrong building. I know it's not a great shot because of the window shield, but, and then there's this really popular or really busy intersection here. Now, I don't know if a lot of you know, but okay, so what long exposure is that you set it, basically you're slowing down your shutter speed to probably a minimum of like 2 seconds, anywhere to 30 seconds or continuous. And what it does is it keeps the shutter open. And when the shutter's open is when the light, you know, reflects off the sensor, I believe. And when it's open longer, it collects more light. So when you do a long exposure, which is generally almost always at night. Now, people will do long exposures on like moving water and waterfalls. That's how it looks like. It's just kind of like blurry. The water's real blurry and smooth looking. And that's what they put a dark filter on their lens so that when they do a long exposure, it doesn't overexpose or just make it look really, really bright. But at night, it actually allows you to capture the stars that your eyes can't even see. Star trails are done by long exposure. So what I want to do is hopefully get like the Armstrong building exposed with really good the lights from the traffic. So when you do a long exposure, the lights are kind of recorded in a way, like light movement. My battery died while I was getting the groceries out, and when I replaced the battery and turned it back on, the screen was just rapidly flickering. And I tried taking the battery out, you know, power cycling. I ended up just saying, crap, I think my camera's busted, and went and just turned it off or left it off for like 20 minutes, came back down, and everything's working fine. So now I'm actually gonna get back to cleaning off the countertops and getting cooking so I can get some food stocked up. I kind of meal prep in the sense of I'm not like super preppy, but I like to have a lot of stuff made so I can just heat it up on the fly. I eat a lot of chicken, and you're about to see that. All right, everything's set up. Let the cooking begin.
Look at all these goodies. And then we got some Ben Brown going up here because his vlogs are just about the most awesome thing in the world.
Okay, so one thing that I'm really addicted to, I basically live off these things, are these blueberry crisp bars. I love them.
Chicken is ready to start cooking. There we go. Hey, hey, Lacey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. Look at all that cheddar. Actually, there's no cheddar there, but that's a lot of really good chicken. I mean, it's just great to just look at. This game with you. You sure? Woo. You lost. Be an adult and move on.
Now that is something that I can enjoy. I don't really know anyone who
likes to do dishes.
But I'm not one of them.
Kitchen's all cleaned. Post.
I just resized about 30 pictures and reset them to the correct post so that took less bandwidth to access the blog. Good thing. A lot of work. Now, I'm gonna play some World of Warcraft. Played a lot of WoW. And now I'm eating my second helping of the chicken and bell peppers that I cut up. I made chicken, bell peppers, rice, and chips. Chopped them up and put them into a little thing. Now we're watching more One Piece. I've got to go get my sister. She's, I don't know, at school. Swim practice, diving practice. And I've got to go get her just so she's not 5, or just so she doesn't have to wait 5 minutes for my mom to get there. I'm pretty sure there's all kinds of sass in that little head gesture there. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get there at 5.
50% off.
I'm gonna get there at 5:15 when she's supposed to be there, or supposed to get out, and I'm gonna wait at least 5 minutes. Like I predicted, right at 5:15, I would show up, and yet, even though my mom was gonna be 5 minutes late and she'd have to wait 5 minutes, I would probably still wait 5 minutes. So here we go. It is now 5:21, 46 degrees. There's my name. Yeah, I don't see a... We're here at the Armstrong building. We're gonna get the tripod out and just shoot some long exposures, see if we can get that to work. This location, I think, probably for the night that I want to do long exposures at, and it's the bell tower at Purdue. And the rumor is that if you walk underneath the bell tower, it's bad luck, and that when you do, you're basically sealing your fate that you'll never graduate from Purdue. Now, it does turn out that the first time I was ever on Purdue's campus, I walked through there without hesitation, even after being warned of the kind of like the nature or the myth behind it. And I only attended a year here and then left, and I am coming back, but so far I haven't graduated from Purdue. But we're here again today. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off with you guys. It's been really fun doing this. But I think I'm gonna call it quits for tonight because it's getting pretty late. So you guys have a good night, and make sure you get up early in the morning, go catch the sunrise, spend some time with friends and doing something that you haven't done before. See ya.